First, you have to manage to get down to 110 meters deep because during the sinking phase, so many bycatches already come in here. A little dwarf just messaged me and said, "Hey, check this out, redfish. That's really nice." And of course, I'm looking for that one too. That's why I went straight out to the 120-meter spot. And at 120 meters, I'm testing for redfish. It started off really well right away, and now during the sinking phase, I keep catching mackerel and coalfish, but only during the sinking phase. If you manage to reach the bottom, it's really fun. And I'm curious about this one now. This is the first one that's putting up a bit more of a fight, which isn't too bad with the coalfish and the mackerel. The nice thing is, you can just turn them into fish strips, which is really practical. So, I'm also baiting some fish strips here. Come on up. He's really fighting, giving some head shakes. Yeah, very good. And he's even slowing down. Let's take a quick pause and hold against it a little. I'll try, though I say this every time, I'll try to spare the electric reel a bit this time. At some point, it's going to break anyway. So let's switch to manual mode a bit, tighten the brake a little. Now back to electric, and switch again as soon as he pulls. But this is working fine right now. Yes, now his head is up and he's pulling, or actually I can just reel him in. He's not fighting at the moment. Yeah, perfect. Oh, where did he come from? What a surprise. Not bad at all. Look at that, deep sea fishing is awesome. Man, the monkfish just popped up here. That was a real surprise. Where did he even come from? Oh yeah, 110 meters, 120 meters. In case you were wondering, what's he rambling about? We actually have two spots at 120 meters. There's the 120 meter area, and it has a sort of edge. It curves around, and this part is 120 meters, but then there's a slope, and above that, it's 110 meters deep. This upper area has actually been quite interesting in recent weeks. There have been reports now and then that the 120 meter area is also good for redfish, sometimes even ling, so it seems to be a decent spot. We have a muddy bottom here, which is quite useful. You can also navigate using the 310 markers. If you position yourself in the middle of the area and drift back and forth, it works out quite well. All right, we're almost at 110 meters, 103. Yeah, that fits. And boom, right away. I barely even have time to cut up my mackerel and coalfish in between. But this is working out really well. I'm quite satisfied. The tip was to use fluorescent lures, so now I have to test that out. Since I want to reach the bottom quickly, I've attached a 1 kilo pilker. But I've been wondering the whole time, this thing is massive, way too big for these fish. Maybe I should go smaller and actually try catching fish directly with the pilker. Speaking of ling, at the moment I'm only using the pilker to get down fast. What were they feeding on? Colored octopus. That was my choice. What else would they eat? That's the only thing I've got down there. 15, so they're not actually biting the pilker itself. Everything is going for the octopus right now. That's what it looks like at the moment. All right, try fluorescent. Sure, little dwarf says go for it. Use a size 6 hook and a 15 size colored octopus with full-on fluorescent bling. Boom, that's how it's done. And it actually seems to be working really well. All right, let's use the opportunity to prepare some fillets. Coalfish fillet. Yeah, 3.5 kilos. I'll keep the big ones since they're still decent silver-wise, but everything up to about 3 to 4 kilos gets turned into fillets. The bigger ones, I'll keep. I'm still unsure about the mackerel. They sell quite well, but I should also restock some mackerel fillets, so I'll take a few. And there have been quite a few mackerel coming in already. All right, chop chop, and there's another bite. See, no waiting at all. Another mackerel on. Like I said, reaching the bottom is tricky, so the question is, should I switch rigs? Maybe try a bottom lead rig to get down faster? That could be an option. Or go for other bottom rigs with heavy weights to hit the ground quickly. Maybe even try rattling leads or sass rigs. So far, I have to say I'm really happy. I'm even thinking about upsizing the lures. Aren't there also 17s? No, those are different ones. I think 21 was the biggest, right? Yeah, 21s exist. But I'll stick with the 15s for now. The size is actually working quite well for these fish. The size is really nice. I need to move again, 90 meters. Actually, the 90-meter spot wasn't bad last time. I showed that in a previous video. It worked out quite well. I caught a massive chunk at 90 meters. So this area isn't bad at all, definitely worth testing. But I wanted to stick to the 110 to 120 meter area. So overall, the target fish is here if you can reach the bottom. But even if you ignore the target species, the fish in general are quite nice. Everything looks really good so far. I think this lure setup is working well. Size 6 hook, 15 size octopus. It's not overly large. I think this is more of a setup to catch a variety of fish in decent sizes. If you go up to 21s, I suspect some fish might be scared off by the bigger lures. You might not get as many fish, but you could land some larger high-value ones. Wait, am I already on the bottom? Yeah, I was even jigging just now. Let's lift it a bit. This is looking pretty good so far. I'm satisfied. There are definitely more fish to be caught here. Now the question is, what other fluorescent lures could work? Maybe try shrimp in sizes 12 and 17? The artificial shrimp come in various sizes. Maybe just throw on a colorful mix, basically a Christmas tree of lures, all fluorescent but different shapes, and see which one works best. Where am I now? Oh, I'm at, 97 meters. And bam, another bite. Yes, and this one is putting up a bit of a fight. Not too crazy, but still solid. That's good. Size-wise, this is looking really good. Switch immediately when he fights, and back to electric when he lets up. Switch again right away. Man, gotta preserve the electric reel. That's the expensive part. And as soon as he slows down, boom, switch again. That way you can bring them up efficiently while saving your setup. Especially when they're this size, it works really well. All right, what do we have here? No way. Of course he had to show up. 12 kilo ling. Man. Okay, heading straight back to the 110 meter spot. I'll keep testing here. Are you fishing here too? Let me know how it's going for you. How's redfish fishing working out for you? I'm super happy with my catches so far. This is looking great. All right, dropping back down at the 110 meter spot. You can already see the slope up ahead. That's the edge here. And then we have this entire area at 110 meters depth. This works quite well, not too long to lower the baits. And in terms of fish, fantastic. This is definitely solid money making too. Huge thanks to Little Dwarf for sharing the tip. Tight lines, guys, leave a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, it really helps me a lot. See you in the next video or live stream. Until then, tight lines.